And now, your First Alert 5 weather.
And welcome back, everyone. We saw those red flags back in action today after just a 2-day break here in southern Colorado. Tomorrow, as of now, no red flag warnings have been issued, but that could change, and here's the reason why. Still dealing with an elevated fire weather risk across the region due to winds that'll be gusting 25 to 35. The main difference maker here is humidity is a little bit higher, generally at or above the threshold of around 15%, but we are tracking some storm energy that moves through. And you might think, hey, that sounds pretty good. We need the rain. Yes, we do. But this humidity level not really inclusive of bringing us any of that rain that's going to reach the ground, at least in some spots. So instead of thunderstorms or showers, we might just see dry lightning, which, as we know, is a bad thing that could spark some additional fires in the area. As we look at daytime highs today, it was warmer than yesterday as expected, topping out in the low 70s in the Springs, upper 70s in Pueblo. Let's talk about how dry this month has been in Colorado Springs. I want to put it into perspective for you. We have only seen at the airport 1/100th of an inch. The average for the entire month, 1.45. As we look at the driest April on record, look at that number, 1/100th of an inch. That's where we sit right now. That dates back to 1964. So if we don't get any rain or even liquid equivalent of snow, which I don't see coming our way, at least because it's going to be so warm tomorrow, we could maybe tie that record for the driest April ever. As we look at daytime highs today, it was very warm across the region. Low 80s for La Junta and Lamar, 74 today up towards Denver, 72 in Walsenburg and Trinidad. Right now in the Springs, checking in at 55 degrees as the wind has died down, humidity levels and thankfully risen from what we saw earlier today. 53 the current temperature in Pueblo with humidity at 44%. Now still some lingering breezes which allows the air to mix around. So overnight lows tonight stay generally in the 40s across the interstate. Here comes that moisture. Could see some showers hit the mountain areas by mid to late morning, and then it starts to move out of the mountains by early to mid-afternoon. Notice where the bulk of the bigger returns are on Futurecast. That would be the oranges, yellows, and reds. That's going to be for the eastern plains. These areas could see some strong to severe storms here, I think, because of higher dew points. That rain does reach the ground. It's closer to the interstate that we might be a little bit drier. Therefore, it's that dry lightning threat that's a concern. Tomorrow, if you want to get outside and dine outdoors, you're okay to do that early in the day, but by the afternoon, just be advised there could be some isolated storms that move across the region. That's the big story tomorrow. Then as the next storm moves out of the west coast, it's going to take more of a northerly track. So unfortunately, looks to be another big wind maker for us, not really bringing us that much data rainfall that we'd like to see. And therefore, Thursday to Friday, watch out, folks. Elevated risk for fire danger tomorrow. That's going to ramp back up to critical levels here in southern Colorado. Overnight lows, as I mentioned, they'll be mild across the region. Even some low 50s into the southeast plains, mid 40s for the Springs and Pueblo. Tomorrow, Pueblo 82 degrees, 77 for Walsenburg, Canyon City, and Colorado Springs, all the way up to 86 in Lamar. Take a look at your super 7-day forecast. Let's do a breakout on Wednesday, talk more about this threat for the dry lightning and the strong to severe storms across the eastern plains. Again, dry lightning, not a good thing. You might see a few sprinkles, but because the lower levels are so dry, it might be more of that thunder and lightning effect than rain. Very windy through the end of the week, cooling down some heading into the weekend. For Pueblo, it looks to be a one and done chance for rain for us on Wednesday, and it's not very high. Then we're dry and breezy to gusty for the rest of the 7-day period. Canyon City, a similar story, just a low chance for a thunderstorm here. Most areas probably stay dry though. Thursday to Friday, the fire danger ramps up. For the weekend, highs right around the 70-degree mark. Woodland Park, no snow over the next 7 days. In fact, we'll continue to melt away the snow from Sunday night as temperatures warm into the 60s. A few isolated storms possible tomorrow, then high fire danger Thursday to Friday. Rob?
Alan, thanks. 77.